What happened to the left's talking point? I'm Dr. Ray, and welcome to this week's Hosea International Speaks. In the last couple of weeks, I've been talking to you about the voting or the election that's coming up this next month, probably within 30 days or less, whenever you see this. And I was bringing you the talking points of the right and the left. And in those talking points, we want to see what's the right and the left saying, number one, on the human life aspect. And we brought this a couple of weeks ago, or the last session, and we talk about the Constitution's guarantee that no one can be deprived of life, liberty, or property, which deliberately echoes the Declaration of Independence proclamation that all are endowed by their Creator with the inalienable right to life. Accordingly, we assert the sanctity of human life and affirm that the unborn child has a fundamental right to life which cannot be infringed. We support human life amendment to the Constitution and legislation to make that clear that the 14th Amendment's protection applied to children before birth. While the left, Democrats, are committed to protecting and advancing reproductive health, rights, and justice. We believe unequivocally that every woman should be able to access high-quality reproductive health care services. They're talking about abortion because they can receive all of that from a local doctor. They don't have to go to a Planned Parenthood, which we'll talk about next. They oppose and will fight to overturn federal and state laws that create barriers to reproductive health and rights. We will repeal the Hyde Amendment and codify the right to reproductive freedom. Abortion is not reproductive. Abortion is murder. How about Planned Parenthood? The right opposes the use of public funds to perform or promote abortion, to fund organizations like Planned Parenthood so as long as they provide only referral for elective abortions. That's what they're doing. Or self-fetal body parts rather than provide health care. They're not providing, Planned Parenthood is not providing health care. We will repeal the Title 10 domestic gag rule and restore federal funding for Planned Parenthood. In other words, give them all the money, the billions of dollars a year, so that they can be funneled back into the hands of those from the left. About judges, the right supports the appointment of judges who respect traditional family values and the sanctity of innocent human life. The left, we will appoint Supreme Court justices, federal judges who are committed to the rule of law and will respect and enforce federal or foundational precedents, including Brown versus Board of Education and Roe versus Wade. Well, Roe versus Wade is no longer. That's been overturned. And then obviously in the area of education and school choice, the right supports learning, including homeschooling, career, technical education, private or parochial schools, magnet schools, charter schools, online learning, and early college, high schools. We especially support the innovative financing mechanisms that make options available to all children, educational savings accounts, vouchers, and tuition tax credit. While the left oppose private school vouchers and other policies that divert taxpayer-funded resources away from the public school system. Now, when you go on to find out what the right stands for, you will find their talking points loud and clear. But when you go to the left, they erased their talking points. I wonder why. So where has the left put their talking points? They don't want you to see what their talking points are because it's against all rule of law. That's where they stand. Well, I'm Dr. Ray, and I'll give you more on the left and right and how you should vote next week on Hosea International Speaks.